Brought to you by
Envy, the power of French perfume.
Nice perfume. Nice perfume.
Envy, the power of French perfume.
Ben, a chance to finish the series off the back of an epic Lord's win, and at the ground you guys have a very good record at. You must be very confident going into this game.
Yeah, obviously it was a very good win for us last week. Nice break, and hopefully we can continue the sort of the efforts that we've been putting in. I think the efforts we put in obviously gave us the reward at the end of the game. So we'll be looking to put that same energy and effort into this week, and hopefully we can come out on top.
You've made just one change, Liam Dawson coming in for the shirt this year. 8 years since Dawson's last Test cap. Why do you feel now at the time for him?
He's been performing really well for Hampshire, for a while now, and I think he obviously getting recalled into the white ball team as well. He showed that he can just sort of come back in and get to work straight away. I think someone, when you've got as much experience as Liam Dawson has, it makes coming back in a sort of not easier, but does make it easier, if that makes any sense at all, because he's got all that experience to fall back on. But obviously, I'm sure there'll be a bit of nerves for Dawes coming back in and playing. Yeah, he's a very good cricketer, and I'm excited for him this week.
You'd have thought his international career was over. He's 35, but is this an opportunity for him to rejuvenate his Test career?
I think if you get called back into a squad after a while, regardless of how old you are, you obviously you want to showcase your skills that you've got, regardless of how old you are. It could be Dawes coming back in, could be people might look to that who are sort of aging a bit, maybe, knowing that it's not the end of the road. And I don't think Dawes is the type of person or character to maybe ever think that in the back of his mind. But it just shows if you keep working hard and keep putting in good performances consistently, then you're always going to be spoken about and be there or thereabouts.
The door would be open for the Ashes potentially if he could prove himself.
Let's stick with this one for now.
Okay, and in terms of Chris Woakes playing the fourth Test of the series and choosing him ahead of Gus Atkinson, what was the thinking there in terms of the attack? Yeah,
I think obviously we had a real big break after the Lord's game, so good opportunity for everyone to just get the feet up and freshen up. Woakes, he's got a very good record here, and it's one of those where we've managed to win 2 of the first 3 games, pretty much with a very similar bowling attack. Obviously we had Joff come in last week, which was a big bonus, but I think outside of the rewards that Woakes hasn't got with the ball, he's a very important player for us. He adds that control with the ball. It's very handy having him down the order, and we won last week, so we didn't see there was a necessary change to make for this week.
We saw the return of some sledging and confrontational cricket at Lords. Is that something you can employ both here and also going forward to get the best out of your players?
I don't think it's one of those things where we're going to necessarily just go out and start at it. I don't think either team's really look to do that. I think there's just always going to be a moment in a Test series where something does heat up. It's a massive series. There's a lot of pressure on both teams to go out and perform. So the environment when you're out there, obviously there's going to be some moments and some heat showing, and obviously that night when Zach and Ben had to go out just sort of started it off, and we had the advantage of bowling last on in a Test match to win. So we just threw everything that we possibly could at India, not only with our skills but also with their energy in the field as well.
Harry Brooks said, Brendan McCullum said you guys have been too nice. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think potentially, but I guess it was one of those. It was a real nice moment, I think, as a team, that when you speak about something like that and then everyone buys into that. As I said, it's not something that we're going to purposely go out and look to start again, because then that'll take our focus off what we actually need to do out in the middle. But by no means that we're not going to take a backward step and let any opposition try and be confrontational towards us and not try and give a bit back. I think that goes for most teams, to be honest, anyway. So it's not like we're the only team who does that.
Ben, 44 overs, I think, at Lords. How have you been feeling physically in the last week? And if need be, could you do that much bowling again here?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, well, we had really good breaks, so I was true to my word about what I said at the end of the game about being in bed for a couple of days. I did do that. I felt like I was in a long distance relationship with my family because I hardly seen them being at home. So, yeah, if the situation requires it again, then yeah, I'll obviously do what I need to do.
20 years ago, this week, then, so the start of the 2005 Ashes, I think the series has a lot of things in common with this one in terms of a bit of aggro and some excellent cricket. Do you think this is a similar kind of compelling summer?
I think so far the series has been great to play in, and I presume it's been pretty good to watch as well. That 2005 Ashes series was great to watch, and I think we've gone all 5 days and all 3 tests so far. So it just proves that the quality of cricket's been outstanding so far. 2 teams going toe to toe, and not very much separating us at the moment. So look, it's been a great series so far. Still got 2 big games to go, and obviously one of those 2 starts tomorrow. So yeah, it's been good to be a part of so far.
ये है इंडिया और इंग्लैंड का महामुकाबला। लाइव मैचेस तो आप देख लेंगे, मगर खेल के पीछे टीमों की स्ट्रैटेजी, टीमों की चाल और फिर आपके सवाल, ये सब होंगे स्पोर्ट्स तक। तो अभी तक अगर आपने स्पोर्ट्स तक को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो फटाफट सब्सक्राइब भी कर लीजिए और नोटिफिकेशन की घंटी भी बजा डालिए।